Hi, from my screen to yours, my name is Sammy, and I can't believe it's already December. Let's quickly jump into all the new dramas coming out this month. So we're going in order of release date, starting with the K-dramas. If you want to skip to the C-dramas, I'll put it in a chapter down below. The first one is The Price of Confession, which actually is one that I'm excited about because if you know my taste by now, if you've been watching a few of my videos, you'll know that I love a good crime thriller. And this one has a bit of a different story. It's basically this ordinary woman's life is turned upside down after she gets convicted of, I believe it's her husband's murder. And once she's in prison, she meets this mysterious other woman and they kind of form this deal. I'm very intrigued by what exactly this other woman wants and what she's offering. Pretty much every Korean crime thriller I've ever seen has been pretty solid. I'm very curious to see. She's definitely giving this creepy vibe in the trailer. So I will be watching this and you can hear what my thoughts are in a future monthly recap video. Next up, we have Surely Tomorrow, which is a romance. This one, I feel like every month I've talked about a K-drama basically with this plot. I'm sure they all have like their quirks and differences, but basically they dated when they were in their early 20s and then of course they separated and now they're meeting again as adults. Again, I'm not interested because I think I'm just not usually that sentimental and stuff, and these are all kind of sentimental plots. And I like seeing more when the couple first gets together, not when they have all this history. I'm just not interested. I think only if there was actors that I really loved that I would watch this kind of plot. But yeah, the trailer was also nothing special. Next up, we have two legal dramas. The first one I'm going to be talking about is called Pro Bono. And this one, basically, the male lead is this influencer lawyer, but then something happens and he ends up being forced into being I don't know what exactly the term is, but I wrote public interest lawyer. I don't know if that's the correct term, like more helping the common folk, the regular citizen, not top clients, like that kind of lawyer, you know. Anyways, I'm sure he goes about his character arc and learning to be more empathetic or something. That's just my impression. It's definitely a comedic legal drama, which I do like my occasional legal drama, but you may know by now that I don't really like comedy. I'm not gonna watch this because I don't think it seems funny. And then the second legal drama, it's kind of funny because the lead, I think it's Jung Kyung-ho in Pro Bono, his real life girlfriend Soo-young from SNSD is the main lawyer in this next drama, which is called Idol Eye. There's this famous K-pop idol and he gets convicted of a murder and she is a lawyer who's also a big fan of him and she's trying to find out what happened and defend him basically. The premise is more interesting to me than Pro Bono and I don't think it's funny. The trailer seemed relatively serious. It also didn't really grab me that much, so I'm not going to be watching either legal drama. But again, with any of these shows, whether I decide to watch them or not, if you decide to watch them, I would love to know your thoughts. Next up, coming up is Villains. I don't think there's a poster. Oh no, there's a poster now, but I don't think there's a trailer as of me filming this, but it's basically follows a bunch of criminals. There's this guy named Jay who's this master criminal and basically his crimes have affected numerous people and now those people are coming together in this confrontation with each other and stuff, and it involves counterfeit money. It's a little hard to say based on no trailer, but just from the premise, again, it is a crime drama, which I like, so unless the trailer ends up being funny, I'll probably at least try giving this 2 episodes. Next, we have another crime thriller. This one I think has more action, but it's called Made in Korea, and this one, I'm telling you right now, I will definitely be watching. It's set in the 1970s, and there's a prosecutor who's trying to stop this criminal, very generally. This one has pretty big actors involved. I think my main draw, besides it just being a crime thriller that I like, is that it's set in the 70s and the trailer looks really cool, like seeing all the sets and it being a period piece on top of a crime thriller, I think really makes it more unique and also will make it even better to watch. I think especially being in the 70s, it looks really gritty. I don't know if it's like neo-noir sort of vibe. So I'm definitely gonna watch this. It's only like 6 episodes. Probably be really quick. And the last K-drama is, I don't know how to pronounce this, Kashiro? I don't know. This one has no poster or trailer yet, but all I know is that it's about this male lead who has superpowers, and his powers are powered by money. Him and his gang like protect people from bad guys. I'm very curious what the vibe is when the trailer does come out, but I'm not really interested in superpowers, so yeah, I'll probably just watch the trailer and pass. Next, we have to talk about the new C-dramas. All of these C-dramas are actually late November releases. That's close enough to December, right? Let's start off with Lovin Crown. This one, I think the female lead is this fighter, and then the male lead is the emperor who is using this secret identity to go out and help citizens. They both don't know each other's true identities. This one, I've heard some sort of real life drama going on, I think between the writer and the main actress or something. I'm not talking about that. I watched the trailer and the plot is nothing special in my opinion, and I would try watching it, except, well, one, I heard that it's like mid. Just personally watching the trailer, it just doesn't look nice, which I've also, I think, seen people say either on Reddit or TikTok or something about maybe the production company, or I don't know. The lighting and just the way it looks cheap. It's not cinematic, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It's too brightly lit. It just doesn't look good. I'm not gonna watch this. Next is Love on the Turquoise Land. This one I'm actually already watching. I'm close to being caught up to the newest episode. The plot online is very confusing, like sort of accurate to what I've seen so far. I'll just tell you that from a long time ago, there have been these mutated creatures. I forget if it's from a meteor or something, but basically these evil creatures spawn, and then in response to that, a group of humans have become these hunters to hunt down these creatures. Throughout all the years, they've still been doing this basically without the greater world knowing about it. Our female lead is one of these hunters many years later in modern time, and she meets the male lead. I don't think I really want to go into detail because I think part of the intrigue from the start is kind of wondering who he is. But basically, she meets the male lead and they end up fighting this evil together. When you read the summary online, it didn't give me the sense that it was scary. And I don't think it's that scary, but it was definitely a more horror thriller than I expected, especially in the beginning. Or I guess throughout, there's always action and thriller, and it's pretty dark. Yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. I think it does hook you from the beginning, and I'm interested to see where it goes. Next up, we have Legend of the Magnate. The summary on my drama list was really long, so I'm just gonna tell you it's a historical drama about this young man who's from a small merchant family, and then he starts his own business. I think I've seen stills, and from the trailer, visually this looks pretty good, but it also didn't grab me. I'm gonna pass. One that I will not pass is Shadow Detective. This is the second period piece drama with the word detective played by the male lead whose name I forget. This one, instead of being way back historical like The Wanted Detective, is in the 1930s. We have our two leads who meet again when the female lead becomes one of the police force's like first female detectives or female officers, and together they reopen this investigation for this case that they were both affected by years ago. I'm not usually the biggest fan of early 20th century period pieces, but also I like that gritty look, so I think it just depends what the plot is. And this is crime, so you know I'm interested. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually good, but unless it's really bad, I'll probably watch the whole thing. So stay tuned for an update on this in the future. Last two I'm going to talk about. The first one is Second Chance Romance, and this is more of a mature romance. This is also sort of where the two leads were, I don't know if they were officially together, but they had some kind of connection when they were younger, and now many years later the female lead is coming back to try and rekindle this relationship that they once had and all the other dramatic things that go on. I'm not opposed to the whole like mature romance angle. It's very drama genre and appealing to this emotional, sentimental side, I think. And I just don't really feel that. Personally, it's just not for me, but I don't necessarily think it'll be bad or anything. And the last one that I have to talk about is Treasure at Dawn. This is a historical drama. I'm not really clear from the plot summary or the trailer what exactly this is about, but there's basically a gang of characters, and I think the male lead is interested in medicine, and I think him and his friends try and find this book. That could be either not accurate or only a very small part of the plot. I don't really know. So if that sounds at least a little intriguing, you should probably just watch the trailer yourself. This didn't make me feel any particular way. I'll give it 2 episodes just to see. And that wraps up the year of 2025. I can't believe it's already been a few months of me starting this channel. Let me know which of these December releases you'll be tuning into. I would love to know. Watch out for some exciting videos coming for the rest of this month where I'll be wrapping up my year of watching dramas. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to join my small drama community, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!